Hey there. Uh, Let me get right to it. Marianne Williamson, 10% according to, I can't remember the name of the poll, but it's a big poll. It was like 2,100, uh, you know, participants in that poll. So it's a nice size, I think. And she has surged from 4% to now 10%, and it's a good trend. At least by most opinions, even a couple of progressives on my own side, I'll get to them, that were kind of doubtful about her. They're admitting like, well, 10% in less than 30 days, from 4% to 10% in less than 30 days. Pretty good trend. So um, I think that's significant. I hope she keeps trending, man. As I said before, I don't even know if Biden's gonna run right yet, or I'm not even sure he's gonna seek re-election. So we'll see where things go from here. But I think Marianne is making the good moves. She's making good moves you know, for the most part. So I hope it keeps trending up. I'm happy to learn that she's at 10% now. At least according to this one poll. I mean, maybe it can be, what do they call it? An outlier, but we'll see. It was a good sized poll and a pretty significant poll. And yeah, we need that energy, man. And just really quick on the take from other progressives, which is very disheartening, honestly, but par for the course, they say. At this point, like, it's expected now. Like, we are used to being splinters within splinters on the left/progressive side of the sphere. And so I guess I'm not that surprised, but it's just nonetheless it's disappointing in the end. But yeah, like this dude Sahil, he reluctantly pretty much gave her credit. If you know who Sahil is, I think that's his name. It's this young boy, and maybe he's not a boy. I mean, he must be in his early 20s or something. But his channel's been around for a while. It's a progressive voice channel. He called her a careerist. What else? A kooky or lunatic or something like that. Like, he thinks she's crazy. And then I tune into the Dissidence dudes, and I've been watching them on and off. Really, I tune in and out from their channel. I don't watch their every episode. I'm more of a Vanguard kind of guy, but the Vanguard boys. And so they were talking about that political article. They were knocking on Kyle too, of course, Kyle Kulinski, because Kyle Kulinski was pretty much deconstructing that political article about Marianne Williamson. And every article that you read about somebody, especially in the world of politics, I have learned that there's gonna have grains of truth. At least you need a little bit of truth to kind of sell your other bullshit, really. And so or not even bullshit, it's just to kind of create some of that fluff, like, and big ambiguity on an article about a certain candidate. And so in my opinion, that's what Politico did, because they're part of the establishment, man. They're part of the corporate media sphere, and they like the status quo, just like CNN does, just like MSNBC does, just like Fox News does, just like all these corporate channels do, ABC, CBS, yada yada yada. But so they had this article where they're trying to sell Marianne Williamson as a crazy person, I guess, behind the scenes, but not crazy in the sense that, a person with a tinfoil hat, but like as a person that is hard to work with, pretty much. Like, they talked to some other people. Apparently, they reached to like 100 people or more than 100 people from her old campaign from 2020, and a few out of those people, they didn't say kind things about her. And so Politico kind of highlighted those stories out of the 100, whatever. And there's one part of it where there's which is sounds false already. Politico doesn't state it as fact, but they give what do you call it? They give more credence, or not credence, but they give come on, the word is escaping me here. They just give more attention. Like, they highlight parts of the allegations about Marianne Williamson. One of them was about carrying NDAs, her campaign person or something, carrying NDAs around and making like taxi drivers or Uber drivers, whatever, whoever would transport Marianne Williamson from event to event in 2020. Supposedly, the campaign manager or somebody would make the taxi cab drivers sign the NDAs or something. And there's this, I can't remember this lady's name. She's on Twitter, but she was the one that was with Marianne. Like, she worked for her campaign, and she says, I'm the one who would take care of the whole NDA deal, and that's not true. I never carried any NDAs with me, and I didn't make random taxi cab drivers freaking sign these NDAs. And there was only like a couple because they were like the usual drivers or something. But anyways, she says the Politico never reached out to her to ask her about it. So, things like that. Anyways, Dissidence, they're knocking on Kyle and Marianne Williamson by extension. They're pretty much sold, either genuinely or not genuinely. Like, they give more credence to the Political article than I think they should. And it's just, to me, it's disheartening seeing them go so hard on Marianne. Not because whatever, I don't expect them to get in line and whatever, but I just watched them talk about Ron DeSantis and his book banning and his whole anti-trans bigotry and really fascist authoritarian approach to the whole situation. He's making Florida a very authoritarian state anyway, in my opinion. Fucking dude is credibly accused of participating in torture in Guantanamo Bay. Anyways, I see the Dissidence dude try to give that dude more cover, and they consider themselves, I don't know, more on the left than on the right, I guess. They consider themselves progressives, I think. At least on economic policy, I think they are, but they're very pessimistic, man, in my opinion. But anyways, seeing them be more charitable of Ron DeSantis than Marianne Williamson, pretty disheartening, pretty disappointing, honestly. But like, again, parts for the course, man. The leftist mafia, David Dove, David Binder, the Serfs guy, what's his name, not Mike Figueredo, and Oleimi, whatever, and what's this last lady, the other lady, Illuminati, naughty, like, the word naughty, but it's like, whatever, portmanteau, whatever you call that word, when they combine two different words with different meanings. Illuminati, I think. It's like a cartoon character. She doesn't show her face, but it's like a cartoon character with a pyramid as a head and the eye in the middle, you know. Anyways, I've seen those two groups of the left, and of course you got the RBN guys, very anti-democratic party. That's what I like to call it. You know how they say Democrats have Trump derangement syndrome? Well, that's how I view some of the people on our left who agree with us, who have progressive views on, you know, on policy about Medicare for all and what else? Medicare for all, guaranteed college for everyone, etc., etc. Higher minimum wage, you know, more union power. They agree with us on that, but they will turn against you if you run with the Democrat under the Democratic banner, so the Democratic Party banner. So that's how I view the RBN guys, the Revolutionary Blackout Network or something like that. Jimmy Dore adjacent or Jimmy Dore knockoff channel, I call them. I call them the Jimmy Dore knockoff channel. Do Dissidence guys, or the do Dissidence dudes to me. Vanguard boys, that's what I call them. That's how I memorize them. Like if you hear me refer to them, normally that's how I name drop them. But overall, despite all that bullshit, all that negativity on our side, and of course the opposition, corporate media, establishment, corporate Democrats, she's at 10%, man. I hope the trend keeps going. I hope more polls show her at double digits, and we'll keep going.